Hey everyone! Today, we're going to peek behind the curtain and look at the actual hardware that makes our entire digital world work. We're going to explore the 2025 vision of one company that's been quietly building the future of how we all connect for decades. Let's dive in.
You know, we're living in this era of just a massive data explosion. Seriously, think about it for a second. You've got AI learning from unbelievable amounts of information. We're all streaming video in glorious 8K, and there are billions of Internet of Things devices that are always on, always connected. All of that data puts this immense strain on the infrastructure underneath it all. So the big question is, how does everything stay connected without just grinding to a complete halt?
Well, for the answer, we're turning our attention to AirLive technology. Now, this is a company with over 30 years of deep expertise in network communication and security. They're the ones designing the very hardware that handles this data explosion. I mean, they've literally watched the internet grow up, and now they're building what comes next.
And this right here? This is their core mission: faster performance, smarter technology, and greater efficiency. This single idea is the guide for every piece of hardware we're about to look at, from the gear in massive data centers all the way down to what's sitting in a local office.
Okay, so let's start at the very top. We're talking about the most powerful hardware built for the biggest jobs. We're going right inside the digital core, the real heart of the network, where speed and reliability are absolutely everything.
So at the center of it all, you have the core switch. The best way to think of this thing is like the network's central nervous system. It's the traffic cop, it's the brain, it's the high-speed delivery service all rolled into one, making sure every single packet of data gets exactly where it needs to go, like instantly.
In this diagram here, it shows you that whole system in action. Right up top, you've got the 100G core switch, the heart of the whole operation. It intelligently shoots traffic at the highest possible speeds down through the rest of the network. It's making sure that whether data is going to a server rack next door or an entire office building across campus, the connection itself is never the bottleneck.
So what's under the hood of these things? Well, beyond just crazy fast fiber, you have features designed for non-stop 24/7 operation. Things like hot swappable power supplies mean the network never has to go down, not even for maintenance. And then you've got technologies like switch stacking and MLAG, which let multiple physical switches act like one single, superpowered, and more resilient unit. It's all about building a network that's not just fast, but also incredibly reliable and easy to manage.
And to put all that power into perspective, just look at this number, 6.4 terabits per second. That is a truly staggering amount of data that AirLive's top-tier core switch can handle all at once. This is the kind of industrial strength power you need to fuel the AI revolution and our data-heavy future. But, you know, that level of power isn't just from massive corporations. AirLive is also focused on scaling this exact same technology down to meet the needs of small and medium-sized businesses, which are really the backbone of the economy.
Yeah, exactly. Because let's be honest, today, every business is a tech business. A small creative agency, a doctor's office, a professional services firm, they all need fast, reliable connectivity just to compete and innovate.
And this really shows the range of solutions they have. You can see switches designed not for some giant server rack, but for a professional office, or even a home office. They offer the right scale and the right features for these very specific needs.
This brings us to the big one, right? The crucial question that every small business owner faces. You know you need the speed to handle huge files, constant video conferencing, and cloud backups, but you can't afford a massive, disruptive, and super expensive network overhaul. So, what's the solution?
Well, the answer is actually brilliant. It's the ability to upgrade to multi-gigabit speeds without having to rip out walls and install new, expensive cabling. These switches are specifically designed to work with the standard Cat5e Ethernet cables that are probably already in your office, which makes a high-speed upgrade both painless and affordable.
And the performance jump here is huge. We're talking 2.5 times faster than the standard gigabit network that most offices have today. In the real world, that means large file transfers that used to take minutes now take seconds. It's just a massive boost in efficiency that saves you so much valuable time. All right, another key piece of tech for businesses of all sizes is Power over Ethernet, or PoE. This is just a fantastic bit of engineering that sends both the network connection and the electricity to power a device over the very same cable. It dramatically simplifies installations.
And this really matters because modern devices are more power-hungry than ever before. A brand new Wi-Fi 7 access point or a high-end security camera, they need a lot of juice. With up to 90 watts of power available, these switches can run those devices with just a single cable, which means you don't have to hire an electrician to run a new power outlet. It's just clean,
simple, and so convenient.
So we've seen the core, and we've seen the business solutions. But AirLive's vision is even bigger. It's not just about switches. It's about creating a complete, totally integrated ecosystem of connectivity.
And that ecosystem, of course, includes the latest in wireless. Their AirCloud platform manages next-gen Wi-Fi 7 and Wi-Fi 6 access points, making sure that the high speed from the wired network is perfectly matched by seamless, rock-solid wireless performance.
They also provide that crucial link to the outside world. Using technologies like 10 gigabit XGS-PON, they actually build the fiber hardware that brings that ultra-fast broadband connection right into our homes and offices.
And finally, to lock down the physical environment, they offer a full lineup of AI-powered surveillance cameras and recorders. This really completes the whole ecosystem, giving you a single, integrated solution for both connectivity and security.
So what makes this intelligent security? Well, it's AI features just like these. The system can actually detect faces, tell the difference between people and cars, and send you an alert if someone crosses a virtual line or enters a restricted area. It turns security from just a passive recording tool into an active, intelligent guard. And that really is the main takeaway here. It doesn't matter if you're managing a massive data center or just upgrading your small business. The goal is to have a complete and scalable solution. It's about having a single, reliable ecosystem that can grow right along with you.
So it all comes back to this. This is the promise that runs through their entire product line. Making our networks faster to keep up with demand, smarter to manage all the complexity, and more efficient to save us all time and resources.
And that leaves us with one final thought. As the pace of technology just keeps accelerating, the demands on our networks are only going to get bigger. So the real question is your network foundation ready for what's coming next? Is it truly built for the future? Thanks for watching.